United fans, stay tuned because this could change everything this weekend. Today, at Carrington Training Complex, the first-team squad of Manchester United hammered through a ferocious session of high-intensity tactical drills, set-piece routines, and ruthless shooting practice as they build towards Saturday's make-or-break clash against Tottenham Hotspur. Reports from inside the training ground reveal that the coaching staff pulled out all the stops. Let that sink in to sharpen this side into a weapon of dominance ahead of the Premier League showdown. From the moment the group arrived on the pitch, the sense of purpose was tangible. The warm-up was more than a jog and some technical touches. It segued straight into positional shifting drills, with the players required to move as units, reacting to triggers that mimicked Spurs' pressing transitions and wide play overloads. The manager demanded exact body shapes, compressed lines when out of possession, and lightning-quick switch plays once the ball was recovered. It was advanced, it was intelligent, and it was carved with one eye on extracting maximum value from every phase of the game. Tactically, the emphasis was unmistakable. Build from a compact base, defend with intensity, then hit with speed. In one drill, the backline and midfield unit were presented with overlapping wing-back scenarios. They had to control the width, shift across in tandem, and then launch vertical passes into the half spaces to the runners breaking beyond. The forwards were tasked to time their runs to perfection, exploit gaps that were artificially created for them, and then either turn inside or deliver beneath the crossbar. The coaching staff constantly interrupted play, reset pointers, emphasized dealer switch mechanics, and made no allowances for sloppy touches or late reactions. You could sense the message. If you want to beat Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, every transition must be razor sharp. Every position inhabited before the opposition press arrives. Onto the set-piece routines, make no mistake. This was a standout portion of the session. United ran through an array of corners, free kicks, and throw-ins, each with layers of complexity. Defensively, the wall formation, zonal versus man-mark hybrid systems, traffic at the near post, and second ball scenarios were drilled again and again until precision became instinct. Offensively, the attackers ran timed decoy runs, edge-of-box layoff patterns, and curving near-post flicks to distract and unbalance the defense. Several strikers practiced near-post flicks, far-post runs, and overloads on the second ball, the kind of detail that separates good teams from great ones. From the evidence today, United have clearly identified set pieces as a battleground, and the training reflects that insight. Finally, the shooting drills. This was not your run-of-the-mill shoot from 20 yards practice. No United enforced strict sequences. Midfielders were required to collect under high pressure, turn, and lay off to a winger, who immediately passed into a striker arriving in the half space. The striker then had milliseconds to choose between placement or power before the keeper could react. Repetition was fierce, cutbacks into the channel, 1-2s and near-post flicks, quick volleys and guided finishes across the keeper's body. Every angle was covered. The coaching staff even introduced defenders for the final 2 seconds of the move to simulate match realism. As watchers noted, the air crackled when a shot nestled into the top corner during the drill. That moment raised eyebrows and suggested United's forward line is waking up in more ways than one. So what does this all mean? In my view, this session was as much about the mental edge as the physical output. When you see a team training with such precision, such collective intensity, it signals a readiness, a statement that says, we are coming. United are not simply preparing, they are declaring intent. Facing Tottenham away is daunting, yes, but if they bring the exact focus, unity, and sharpness displayed today, they will dictate tempo, dominate phases of play, and potentially punish the opponent's mistakes mercilessly. Do you believe United's set-piece routines will be the decisive edge on Saturday? Given how much time was invested today on corners and free kicks, which tactical shift struck you most during the session? The compact defensive lines, the rapid wing-back overloads, or the fast vertical transitions into the half space? And finally, given the razor-sharp shooting drills under pressure, which forward do you expect to step up and convert under the bright lights at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Sources suggest the work carried out at Carrington today will make a real difference. Unbelievable, but true. The detail, the intensity, the hunger was crimson clear. Make no mistake, Saturday's clash is about more than just 3 points. In other hand, Manchester United's first team were back at it today at the Carrington training complex. And let me tell you, this session was nothing short of intense, purposeful, and full of energy. Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff turned up the tempo in what was one of the most demanding sessions of recent weeks, as the squad continues preparations for their next crucial Premier League fixture. Today's training was absolutely massive, focusing heavily on high transition drills, corner blocking systems, and structured defensive organisation, the kind of fine details that can separate good sides from great ones. The session began with an extended warm-up that blended gym-based power exercises with dynamic stretching routines designed to push the players' physical sharpness to another level. United's coaching staff were keen on making sure that the entire squad maintained that physical aggression and pressing intensity that's becoming a trademark under Ruben Amorim. It was clear from the very first whistle, this wasn't just another training day. It was about laying down the tactical foundation for the weekend's battle. Once the warm-ups were done, the squad moved straight into high transition drills, Amorim's key identity as a manager. The team worked in quick, rapid-fire sequences, transitioning from defense to attack in seconds. The emphasis was clear: react faster, play forward quicker, and exploit spaces immediately. These drills weren't just physical, they demanded full mental alertness. The coaching staff was shouting commands throughout: quick recovery, compact shape, release it faster, as players adapted to the rhythm and structure of the tactical plan. It's that relentless pursuit of speed, precision, and coordination that's slowly shaping Manchester United into a well-drilled machine. Another major focus today was on the corner blocking and defensive structure system, where the squad spent a good portion of time dealing with set-piece defending. Amorim and his assistants carefully walked through positioning, man-marking assignments, and defensive movements inside the box. United have had moments this season where set pieces caused danger, and today's training clearly aimed to fix that. Players were constantly reminded to hold the line, anticipate second balls, and be alert to aerial threats. The coaches even simulated opposition corners repeatedly, with attackers challenging defenders in high-pressure scenarios. It was intense, loud, and tactical, exactly the type of work you expect before a big Premier League game. What stood out most was the communication and togetherness within the group. You could see leaders on the pitch, players demanding higher standards, pushing teammates,